Hey, this is John Fox of johnfox.com. Last week, I made a decision to start experimenting with daily vlogging or video blogging. And so, this is my first daily vlog. And for this video, I'm just going to explain why I made that decision and what I hope to accomplish by doing this. The idea came to me partly because I read about it in the book Tools of Titans, which I highly recommend, and partly because I've seen some of my colleagues, like Mike Vacanti, have great success in building a following and connecting with their audience through vlogging. So for me, the biggest reason I wanted to get into it was because I deal with horrible writer's block. I've never been nearly as productive as I wanted to be with writing. And so I'm hoping that this will allow me to produce more content more regularly, partly get around that writer's block, and also that it will make writing feel less like an obligation because it's not the only option I have for producing free content for my readers. And the second reason I want to do it was to let people get to know me a bit better and put a face to the name. Because I think a lot of people like my advice, they like what I read, but they don't really feel like they know me, and that's actually a big part of being a successful blogger and online coach is not just giving good advice, but people buy coaches as much as they buy coaching. So I think it's really important that people just have a sense of who I am, the guy behind the blog. The third reason, of course, is just to build a bigger audience. I've largely avoided video and social media over the first couple of years, and I've recently started to believe that, that actually can be productive. And I've realized, or rather, I've been told by a few different sources that really the most effective way to do it is high frequency posting, in particular daily vlogging. So I've decided to experiment with that for a month or so and see how it goes for me. The fourth reason, I'm looking over to the side because I have them written down. Busted. Fourth reason, I want to be able to express ideas that don't quite justify a longer article. I've never wanted to bog down my blog with large numbers of like 500 word articles, but I have a lot of ideas that I would like to express that really don't take a lot of time or a lot of words to express. And so it'll be a good medium for me to, create short form content, and it'll allow me to reserve my blog and my writing for the longer stuff that's going to take more work and more organization to get everything down. And the fifth idea going off of that is I can use this to generate ideas. I can use the vlog to answer people's questions, which I couldn't easily do in a longer form article. And I can use it to just throw out a lot of ideas and see what people respond to, what they like the best. And if I have, a vlog that's very popular, that I see it gets a lot of positive comments, a lot of shares, that might be an indication that I should expand on whatever I talked about there and actually write a longer article about it. So, in the long run, it's still mostly about my blog on my own website, but this is going to be another channel for me to connect with people, to generate ideas, and to really add value to my website itself. And eventually some of these might make it onto my website too. Maybe I will, if I have a lot of good vlogs about a particular subject, maybe post them all in one article to my website. Maybe not. But it's another way for me to connect with people and to provide advice, mostly fitness advice, in a different format. And it's a format that I think some people will prefer over writing. And another thing is I'm camera shy. So I realized just getting started on this video took a long time, the same way as getting started writing. So I need to get over my camera shyness too, because if nothing else, I do need to create videos for my paid products, so I need to build that skill as well. So a lot of reasons for doing this, but ultimately it'll allow me to talk about a much wider variety of subjects and get more content out there more regularly so that I can keep, creating value for my readers, for my followers, and really talk about what people want to hear in a more responsive fashion. And so, as far as what I'm going to talk about, mostly fitness, obviously. I'll get into like stuff like fashion, productivity, general life stuff occasionally, mostly fitness for now. Um, and like I said, it's a great format for me to like specifically answer things people want to hear about. So, if there's anything you want me to talk about, just email me. But tomorrow, for my second vlog, I'm going to talk about my recent experience with the ketogenic diet, which I'm still on. So stay tuned for that.